Welcome to Salaam Nerds podcast. We do reviews and recaps of your favorite TV shows, movies, and current events.
Yo, it's the Salaam Nerds. My name is Steve, aka Watch the Beat. I'm here, my boy Chad.
We drop live episodes on YouTube on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Thank you to all our supporters. Please help us by subscribing and leaving a good review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. All episodes can also be found everywhere podcasts are found.
Yo, Salaam Nerds. It's your boy Neebs, aka Watch Me Neebs, and we are back, baby. It's that time of year again.
We're back.
We are back, man. Welcome to the show. We got Richard, aka Fuckoff RV. We got Lady Dragon JJ, and we got Jazz, aka DJ Diarrhea in the Woods.
That was a fantastic way to start off the show.
Dude, it had like the music swelling. You think it's coming, and it's just like, nah.
Oh my god!
And he did the same thing, the intro and all that, and boom.
It was.
Yep.
I really thought we were gonna. It was building up to the intro, and then it just like a fart joke. It just like
It's Game of Thrones, baby. Let's go.
It makes sense though, because they want to be like, hey, this is a different kind of show. You're going to expect something a little bit different here. And we talked a little bit about this earlier, but we were talking about our own diarrhea experiences, and mine was pretty. I think I had the best one because
When did this happen?
Unbeaten example.
Mine is elite. I have an elite diarrhea story, which is a weird thing to say. It's hard to beat my diarrhea story, but I got altitude sickness when I was climbing Kilimanjaro, so I got diarrhea at the top of Kilimanjaro, and I had to poop projectile off a cliff.
There's some poor climber up underneath you.
Off a cliff, guys. Off a cliff.
Anybody that hasn't shit in the woods is lying. I don't believe you. You're lying. You have shit in a bush or in the woods. I don't care.
Yeah. Mine was frozen before I even touched the ground. It just like icicles.
I believe it.
Icicles. Chocolate rain.
Oh god.
The poor squirrel somewhere, some wolf. I don't know.
Oh no.
Oh my god. All right. Let's go around and around the horn and talk about the intro a little bit.
Yeah.
But like before we talk about the intros, let's see what everyone's been doing, what you guys been up to. Me, myself, I got married since the last time we did this episode, so shout out to me.
Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Jazz, what have you been up to since the last time we did this?
Saving democracy.
Saving democracy. We appreciate you, sir. We appreciate you. Richard, how about you? What have you been up to?
Nothing really too much. Just getting more gray hairs and slowly dying, but it's just life.
Mm-hmm. And Lady Dragon JJ, what about you?
It's very difficult to follow up with anything that isn't like you guys are getting married and saving democracies.
Yeah, I didn't try to follow that up.
Right? The most exciting thing I could say is I went to New York Comic Con where I met Neebs in person.
Yeah,
Hey!
that was so much
great.
fun.
That was so
That
great.
was so much
I just
fun.
wish we spent more time together, but that was chaotic. That was just like
You
very
got to do some
chaotic.
cool what you call behind the scenes stuff, right? You got to interview
I
people.
did.
Did you
I
host a
did.
panel? I thought I heard you hosted a panel or something.
Well, I've been part of Temple of Geek for a couple of years now. It's
Yeah.
an entertainment site for all things
Love Temple of
geek. So we got an access to the cast and to the showrunner Ira Parker to talk to them about the show back in October. So I got the chance to meet Duncan Egg and Ira Parker, Peter
That's
Classy and
so
Dexter Solansel. So I have to flex a little bit. They recognized me.
No.
Oh good. Hell yeah.
That's cool.
It was very like surreal moment. Like we're just having like I wrote up a couple of questions. I had some things in mind, and towards the end, like the little Dexter was with his mom. They approached me. It's like, I know you off of TikTok. You make this funny sounds because I make a lot of.
Is that what you're known for?
To them, I mean, he's little. Hopefully, he's not watching my other content because I curse a lot.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like so obviously, like she monitors what he watches, which is great. So like I make a lot of like Game of Thrones humor videos. I have over a playlist with like 300 of those videos. I pick a funny sound off of TikTok and I combine it with a character from A Song of Ice and
Yes,
Fire.
I've seen those. Yeah.
So like I was using Shrek and Donkey sound a lot to like kind of turn off Donkey and Egg, and he's like, "You did the Shrek and Donkey sound videos with Donkey and Egg." I was like, just kill me now. Like,
what a thing to be recognized for.
That was crazy. And then Peter Claffey, the actor playing Dunk, like, we should interview you. Like I was like, what is happening? Like, what is my life? So
Okay, you win.
I ran outside of it. Dude, I told
She won.
And I ran outside and I cried like a baby. Patty, like I said, Garcia, like she had to follow me to calm me down. I was just so like out of world experience.
It's well deserved, though. You deserve it. If anyone deserved it,
cultivated
it's definitely you.
for
I appreciate that. It was very special. Like I couldn't believe that happened to me. I've been in a room twice with George held panels.
Yeah.
He walked by me a few times, and I'm very like, I don't like to be perceived. I get very awkward in these situations, meeting celebrities. Like, so I was just like standing on the sidelines and just observing him like a deranged fangirl. But
okay, well, next
crazy
time you see
eyes.
him throw a like empty binder at him and tell him to finish wins for it. Get to writing.
Or I don't even need the book. Just give me the outline of every character. This is what happens to Tyrion. This is what happens to Dany. This is what happens to Jon. That's all I need.
Easy, right? We can fill in the rest.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, we
So-
can fill the rest.
I know I went on a bit of a yap sesh, but it's related to the show that we're doing. So that's
No.
No, you win.
Oh, yeah, no,
You
no,
win. Hands down, you win.
wild.
Listen,
Yeah.
we want to know the thing about everybody. We want to know where everyone's been and what they've been doing. We love that. So let's get started, man. The show opens up with Dunk, aka Duncan, burying his fallen mentor, Sir Alan of Pennytree, after his death, and establishing that Dunk is now masterless and he is a knight. That sword looks
Specifically
really
a hedge
good.
knight.
So what is a hedge knight? What does that mean?
So that means in
Oh.
Westeros, that is a knight without a boss, without an employer. They sort of sleep in hedges, literally, and like next to like noble houses and pavilions, like trying to look for employment by offering their service. But it's a bit of a like not a good term to be called because
It's
they're
a
considered not
derogatory term.
derogatory. Yeah, it's not. They're considered untrustworthy because they haven't proved their loyalty to a specific house. So they have a lot to prove when they go to these tourneys throughout the entire continent of Westeros looking for employment to find permanence instead of just like being nomads essentially. So that's what a hedge knight is.
Outside of war, tournaments are typically like the only place like where they can like essentially submit their resume to great lords and stuff like that because otherwise nobody else knows them, and so they're really just trying to put their body of work out there so that way if someone takes notice, like I could use a guy like you.
Okay, that makes sense. I saw them refer to that, and I was just like, "Does homie have a hedge fund? Like, what does this mean?"
He wishes.
He wishes.
he could use a hedge fund.
He definitely can. He's running low on a lot of
on
stuff.
the coins, on the coppers.
Coins. So, do we get to learn more about who Pennytree is as the show goes on? Are we going to see more and more of that, or is it more just like here's the intro of who he was, and that's kind of it?
So if you watch the episode, at the end of the episode, they do a season overview.
Yeah.
Which I think they spoiled
a lot.
Like
that's pretty much almost everything.
The whole thing was there. Like I was really shocked that so many scenes were included. We do see Arlen make appearances more so than what we see in episode 1. So he will come back just based on that.
Yeah.
They spoiled pretty much a whole season.
That's interesting. Like, why would they do that? I feel like I thought they were just spoiling the second episode and giving you a little preview, but that was the whole season that they were kind of like teasing.
I had a feeling that because, like, even a lot of my friends had said, who aren't readers or anything like that,
Hold on, Richard. When you lean back, the mic gets really low.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So like the first episode being so short, it kind of didn't hook everybody the way that they kind of foresaw this happening, because even a lot of my friends are like, slow right now. And it's like, okay, we'll just give it some time. But by dropping something like that, I think that, mission accomplished. They got what viewers they might have lost to just like get hooked back in. But I don't know. As far as Sir Arlen, I was really disappointed, like, because, in the novellas, he speaks Dunk speaks very highly very, very highly of Sir Arlen, and all we saw was just clouts in the ear, just getting bitch slapped left and right, just over and over and over. And it's like, well, I hope they show more of like maybe his softer side or like his real like mentorship of Dunk, because all throughout the novellas he's constantly telling stories of him, and you would hope that it's not all just him misremembering stuff, but also Dunk was described as not a very good child, so he probably did need to get
a lot of clout in the
baby.
I saw that too. I was like, man, this guy's getting beaten a lot, and now he's threatening to beat Egg. I was like, no, need to break the generational trauma. Like, what are you doing?
Like, also keep in mind, like, where are we? If you watch Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon, Westeros is not a very forgiving place. So, like, you're not going to survive by softening up. You know what I mean?
There's no woke parents there. There's no gentle parenting.
They died last winter.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Oh, we got Brown Boy Wonder in the comments. We got
how sweet!
Shout out to them. All right, yeah, no, it's really good. So obviously we talked a little about the diarrhea stuff, which is deliberate to make sure the tone of the show is going to.
We're going to shit on your expectation.
How do you think that's going to work with the fan base that are used to something so dark and broody and graphic as House of the Dragon and the other Game of Thrones, to see something like this, which is a little bit more, I guess, a little silly?
Here's the deal. Like, it depends on the person. So, like, I am 12 at heart, so toilet humor works for me when it's placed well in certain situation, in certain parts of the story. Like, what is it trying to convey? There's clearly a message behind that scene, as graphic as it is. Like, shitting and pissing is not a very glamorous act that you don't expect from your typical hero. So that's what the show is signaling with that scene. That Dunk is a perfectly normal person that does normal things. So, like, for me, it's like a bit of a subversion of the noble knight, and the expectation of what you have for that. So, like, even when the music itself is building up to this, like, you have the Ramin Djawadi just popping through just a little bit, and you're expecting something big, like the title card and the music to kind of kick into the gear and for you to feel all the things. And all of a sudden it deflates, but it deflates with purpose. I don't think it's meant to undercut what Game of Thrones and Westeros is. I think it's just meant to, hey, this is not the story that you're used to. This is something much smaller, way more quote unquote normal. Like the whole purpose of A Song of Ice and Fire, like, for the most part, has been telling perspectives from like nobility, how their actions are impacting people like Dunk. So now, like, George R. R. Martin took it upon himself to give perspective to a small folk character. And that's going to be a bit of a either jarring experience or an interesting one to get something else out of this, especially like when you are off the heels of House of the Dragon, which is quite literally royalty ripping each other apart. So now you're at the flea bottom. You're in a little small pocket in Reach that's beautiful and green, and it just expands the world a little bit more.
I'm very curious to how that's going to turn out, because internet communities of fandoms and shows don't do well with tonal shift. Like, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is a great example. Like, the second like a silly show like She-Hulk came out, people came out with their pitchforks, right? So it's one of those things where, like, are people going to be like watching this show and be like, what the hell is this? This is not my Game of Thrones, but not realizing, hey, that's the point of this.
I remember back in my day, Game of Thrones used to throw kids out of windows.
No dragon. No ice zombies.
None of that.
Guess what? All you got to do is wait like 4 or 5 months. And I think that because they're scheduling on going back and forth from House of the Dragon to Night of the Seven Kingdoms, like, if you don't like it, I mean, that's great, but like, you're gonna get your tone shift like back and forth. So if that's what you came for, just wait a few months. It'll be right back.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, I'm gonna say this, like, broadly speaking, not just for this show. Like, I think audiences are so used to quick dopamine hits of just hype and aura farming, as if you want to put it that way. Like, for example, like Pluribus, I've seen so many like show commentators how slow and boring it is. People don't sit with stories anymore. They don't let it cook and simmer. Like, so like, it's just I wish people would give it a chance, even though if it feels slow, it's for a reason. It's deliberate. It's making something. You have to let the story simmer before you get the payoff and satisfaction of a payoff.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is more like The Mandalorian. Like, that's how I'm going to describe it.
Yeah. No, perfect.
Yeah.
Andor and Mandalorian tell you that Star Wars doesn't have to be Jedi and lightsabers. That's one of the
yeah.
things I put in the review that I made. Like, it's you can extract these little micro stories from this
Yeah.
macro world that you're used to, and give it a real chance and sit with it and get off your fucking phone. Like, it's pardon for cursing, but like everybody's like spewing plot at you all the time. You're not letting the world and you're not letting yourself get immersed in the world, in the sounds and the visuals and the pictures, even the shitting sound, which is like one of the most normal things that people do. Like, if you can relate to anything in Westeros, it's people taking a dump. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
we all just
Ain't that the
did.
truth?
That is.
I went 10 minutes ago.
So relatable.
It's the most normal activity that we can do as people.
But Richard, did you do it outside by a tree?
I did not this time. You know, I got working plumbing right now. You know, up until maybe later on this week, because Texas is
In the honor of Donk, you gotta do it.
Now, when we lose water or power, I might go outside for a dump. But
Saturday, yep.
I'm
We'll
sure
see.
it's good for the tree. It's like fertilizer.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
today I got to shit on my trees to make them grow.
All right. All right. So now we see Duncan, and he goes and he finds this inn, and he finally meets Egg for the first time. And what is your impression here at this point? Like, I feel like, yeah, I do get a little, like we talked about Mandalorian, where you have like this like guy who's either a bounty hunter, a knight, a Jedi, taking on this like smaller other person. I'm surprised they haven't casted Pedro Pascal for this role, because he's bread and butter right here.
I'm playing Fantastic Four.
That's hilarious.
But
I like your reference to Mandalorian and Grogu. Like, I made that joke before that's what it feels like.
It does. And then when I saw Egg, and I was like, this is a funny looking shaved head person. I was like, what are they doing here? And I was like trying to figure out. And then he's like a stable boy, and he wants to go with him to be a knight. And then we found the innkeeper isn't actually his mother. He's an orphan, which, like, yeah, man, they love them some orphans in storyline.
Westeros is very bloody, so you're bound to run in like it's like crashing a car in China. Like you will run over like 15 people without even trying. You're just gonna be stepping over orphans half the time you're in Westeros. It's just.
I mean, in Game of Thrones, Joffrey literally melts ice, and part of that sword is called Orphan Maker. Or Widow's Wail, but there is a sword called Widow's Wail, but there is a Valyrian steel sword called literally Orphan Maker. Like, it's bleak.
That's
a dope name. I'm not gonna
It
lie.
is though. Like,
It's so metal.
next gun I get, that's what I'm gonna name it. Orphan Maker.
Oh god. Oh god. All right. With that note, he tells him not to follow him. He gives him his coin, and then he kind of leaves. And that's when you know, like, yeah, he's going to follow him. We know that's what's happening here. And then he goes to this tournament, and he tries to
a jousting tournament.
And like this whole conversation with this jousting master guy was hilarious to me, because he's fucking with him, but he's also not fucking with him. And it just goes back and forth, and he's spitting into this like platoon. Like, it just oh my god.
Chewing tobacco. Like, don't people do that now? Like, in a
Yeah,
can?
but most people don't have to like clear out their throat. I don't know. That was a little exaggerated. But the Ashford chair, by the way, that's while it was actually a medieval form of torture, the fact that they gave it a name was just like right on.
Yeah. So he has this thing where he is a knight. He's a hedge knight. But also there's no proof, because there's no actual witness. So now someone needs to prove that this guy who made him a knight was actually a knight. So it's kind of like this whole process of like, this person needs to prove that. There got to be a chain of like connection. And I thought that was really interesting, because that's a very interesting thing, because Arabic culture has a lot of that too. Like it's one of the reasons women do not take their husband's name in Arabic culture, because you have to be able to follow the chain of like where you're born and who your father was and stuff like that. And I was like, this chain of like knights and stuff and who they are, I was like, oh, that's kind of similar to the Middle East. They do a lot of that stuff also, which I thought was fascinating.
Yeah, so like, I mean, everybody's going to be comparing this to A Knight's Tale or whatever. What you're talking about is like a patents of nobility, where they can go back Westeros, it's a little bit different because you could be a commoner and be knighted for like valor on the battlefield. It just takes a knight to make another knight. So you wouldn't necessarily have paperwork on you per se, but because there's no viable paperwork, they just have to go by people's word, which is why he requests, like, hey, just go find someone who's going to vouch for you so that way I can put you in. Because, like he said, there's princes roaming around.
Yeah.
And if you've got a bunch of, hedge knights that nobody knows about, you're kind of like diminishing the quality of the tournament. You really want like all the best people that you can get there. Fun fact, Ashford Meadows, the place where the tournament is taking place, is where Robert Baratheon suffered his only loss in Robert's Rebellion. I won't get too much into that, but like hearing that name every single time, I just think, oh yeah, that's the only loss Robert ever took in the war. But
Richard, I wish you came to my house today because the road right next to my house, not the one I live on, but the one right next to it, you will not believe what it's called.
Ashford Meadows.
Ashford Meadows.
Oh my god.
Now we know where he
coincidence.
lives. He's about to get doxxed.
Like I haven't been doxxed before.
He's like, not my first rodeo.
Right? You know how many people come after me for my political stuff? I've been doxxed like 5 times in the past 2 years.
Oh god, I'm sorry.
Jazz is
That's
more
awful.
vulnerable. Jazz is more vulnerable than Dunk taking a bath in the lake. Buck naked.
Yeah, I've seen enough of his backside for one season. I hope. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, we need something for the ladies too. But like, man, come on.
That is a large man. When he comes through the doors and stuff, I'm like, yo, that's a big boy.
He keeps smacking his head a lot, which like the focus on his height was so like a through line in this whole episode. Everybody notices him because he's so tall. Like, even though his personality is not very like out there, like he's very gentle. I call him a gentle giant. But he stands out so much because he's so tall, bumping his head into things, and like nobility notices how tall he is.
Yeah.
But it's kind of what makes him endearing in that respect.
He's got that height privilege. People just see him and they're like, "Oh man, you're a big boy."
You're a big dude.
How's the weather up there?
Yeah. I like Fur's comment. She says it also reminds me of Middle Eastern culture when they ask about potential suitors for their daughters and people have to vouch for them.
Oh, yeah.
Also a thing. So it's kind of like knighthood too, which I also
Well, yeah, it's your reputation. Like what
Yeah.
have you done? Like I get that. That makes total sense to me.
Yeah.
So knights are princesses. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm not marrying my daughter off to some hedge knight. Give me a
Let's be real.
It's giving poor.
They are technically homeless.
He doesn't even have, what is it, a pavilion or what are they called? Like
Millions, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have a tent or a pot to piss in. Like he is.
Even Egg was like, bro, you broke ass bitch. I hitched my wagon to the wrong.
Yeah.
At least get like a cape or something. I could make a pavilion. No,
A tarp, something, dude. Like, yeah.
A blanket.
Yeah. Although, shout out to Egg, like knowing how to make camp and fish. And,
really? Yeah. No, you're not lying. He did all of his like squirely duties without having to be asked. Like you can tell, like he really wanted a job.
He really wanted to be
He
a
was
squire.
a Boy Scout.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
That was really good. He's definitely one of those people who's got like he's 10 years old but have like 20 years of experience.
Yeah, he's like every employer wants in a person, right?
He's the entry level person you want. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, height gives him away. He cannot just kind of like walk into those lists and not be noticed. It's not.
Yeah. Versus Dunk is like how I bend without being noticed. Meanwhile, his height is giving him away at every turn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, you hear the thumping before he ever enters the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the prostitutes are like, "Oh, okay, the big guy's back."
That's a big dude. And I do love how like the whole episode just utilizes other characters to introduce Dunk more to us, like how he bounces off against people as well, and even like Egg, like their dynamic like goes from like contemplating and like being a little off-putting with each other, like kind of quipping back and forth to the smile at the end. I thought it was such a beautiful like short little journey introduction into these characters. So
Dunk is so like naive about kind of just the general goings on, and it's really good for the audience to be able to just because we're just constantly following Dunk.
Mm-hmm.
That all the little stuff. What is a hedge knight? What is this and that stuff that you may not necessarily catch from the main series or House of the Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
It gives the audience a really good segue into, well, what is that? And then they'll explain it out. I just thought it's just good storytelling, like good on the directors for like kind of having it go this way.
And I like how you said that, like explaining it, but doesn't feel like they're just dumping exposition on you. Like a natural part of the dialogue. Like not everybody would know what a hedge knight is. Like
it's like a knight, but sadder.
Yeah, that's
That was such an apt description.
It's giving broke. It's giving retroactive broke.
It's giving broke.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
It's giving homeless.
Yeah. So I don't know anything about the books. I don't know anything about who Egg is, and I'm like over here. I was like, why is he shaved? And I was like, oh, is this supposed to be some kind of plot twist? Are we gonna find out he was a girl all along? Like that's what I was thinking. That was
thing.
Yeah, you cracked the case.
Just hang on to that theory, Neves. Him Dunk being a girl, I can totally see that, and its profound implications on the story.
I don't know. I feel like I've seen that in another movie. I don't know. Probably like getting another movie confused where you.
It is a popular trope for a lot of like female characters to cut their hair down or shave their head down to conceal their identity or their gender. Yeah, it's a popular trope.
It's Arya Stark.
Oh yeah. The apple doesn't fall far from the Game of Thrones tree. I'm like, where have I seen this before? Oh yeah,
that's Arya Stark, guys.
It's the same universe.
He goes across the sea to a shy, like finds a shy on the ass end, goes back in time and just says, you know what, I'm a badass killer. I want to be a squire too.
I want to be a squire. Oh my god.
Yeah, a bunch of my friends thought that they were asking me because we had a watch party and they were like, is he a eunuch? I'm like, just watch.
Oh, varies, right?
That would be a very interesting thing to do with what happens.
That's interesting, actually. Man, you guys got like pretty solid theories. I like it.
Oh, that ain't my theory, but I told him I didn't tell him he was wrong or he was right or anything. I was just like, just keep watching. It plays out. You'll be fine.
I like having theories because I don't know anything about it. The thing is, like, we don't need 4 people who read the books and knows everything about it. You need 1 idiot on the show. That's me.
That's so true.
I volunteer.
That's me on our reality TV parts, right? I don't need to watch it. I'm just gonna be here and wing the entire thing.
I'm here for the good time and the vibes.
Exactly.
There's always got to be a dumb one on the pod. There's always got to be a Joey. There's always got to be.
We have to have a dunk. We have to have somebody who doesn't know what's going on and ask the questions.
Oh man,
that's funny.
Right. So he goes looking for this knight or prince or somebody who happens to know Penny Tree, and as he's going to look for them, he runs into the prostitutes, and we can't have Game of Thrones without some good old women of the night.
Women of the night.
Well, yeah, he's seeking Sir Manfred Dondarrion, who served with Sir Arlen of Pennytree in one of the wars. So, like that way, he can kind of vouch for him and his knighthood. So that's like the whole plot of that episode is him like lurking around and partying while waiting for Manfred to wake up. It's so simple, but he literally but then you see why they sleep throughout the day because they party hard at night.
They party hard.
Westerosi cocaine, it'll do it to you.
Yeah. All that wine.
They're taking pills in Ibiza right there. That's what they're doing. Oh,
amazing.
I find it so funny that like he's so tall, but he's trying to like blend in like into the party. Like, oh, no one will notice me. And he's like the first person to notice. Like, who the hell are you? Why are you in my party? What have you brought me, bro? he's like nothing.
Not a damn thing. I'm just hungry. I'm not here. No agenda, just food.
Lionel Baratheon is my spirit animal because like he's so awkward like when he starts like that little speech about 4,000 years ago and then like he forgets where he's at and I'm just like, dude, that is me before my first drink of the day. Like because I've got profound things to say but then I forget halfway through and it comes out to nothing. So if you follow my Twitter you'll find out it means nothing. And then he's like, just hurry up, eat your birds, so that way we can dance because he's just trying to get to the party. So hurry up, do what you're gonna do. But yeah, no, I think I could speak for about 95% of the world who watched that first episode that Lionel Baratheon he's Timothy Chalamet right now. Like he's him.
It's
Mhm.
giving ADHD Prince. Like,
And like that whole sequence of them in a tent talking and dancing, none of that is in the novella. So that's like a new addition to the episode, which I thought worked so well. Like
They needed that.
Yeah,
They needed that because like in the novella, you don't really get to run into Lionel too much, and so adding this, I think they knew when, like, once they casted him, they saw the chemistry that he had. They were like, we need to add we need some more Lionel Baratheon in this episode. I've got a fever, and the only prescription is Lionel Baratheon, and they just hitting their cowbell.
And you know what else with that? I think I'm just like theorizing. They probably did that to kind of draw back in Game of Thrones fans, because everybody knows Robert Baratheon, everybody knows Renly and Stannis. So it's like a connection to those known universes to kind of like put a little bit more into Lionel Baratheon, who's kind of not he is a prominent character, but he does not get this kind of characterization. It's like that was not in the book, and I loved it. And I'm very critical of like things when they're changed. This was this is how you change things without compromising the outcomes in the story, in my opinion.
Agreed, 100%.
Quick question: why are you guys calling it a novella? Is this supposed to be in Spanish? Like, why is it a novella?
That's what they keep calling. I don't know what a novella is, dude. That's just what they keep calling it.
So this is the book, Night of Seven Kingdoms. It's based on 3 novellas that were combined in one novel. So like, the first season is going to be the first novella called The Hedge Knight. So like, it is a novella because it's short. It's like 100 pages, which is why the season is short. The episodes are short, because you're fitting in 100 pages of material into live action. So a lot of people were concerned with the length of the episodes, and I get that. Like, the trends in television tell us to be concerned, but it's you're adapting 100 pages.
Yeah,
that's it.
If it's thinner than a chancla, it's a novella. If it's thicker, it's a novel.
When I hear novella, I think telenovela.
And
I'm like, are they gonna have like a evil stepsister who's gonna come out and like take her man?
Well, Targaryens can be very dramatic.
You mean
I'm just waiting for Abuela Cersei to show up on the show.
That's hilarious. But that's what it is. Just a short story. They're called novellas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for the audience, if you didn't know this, because I doubt anybody knows this, Lionel Baratheon is like the great-grandfather of Robert Baratheon. Is that right?
Yes, correct. Almost positive. It's either great or great, but there's also like a switch because of cousins. They're related. He's not the current Lord of Storm's End at the moment. But
No. But like family tree thing.
Family tree wise. Oh, actually, episode, what was it, 3 or 5 or whatever, when Ned's going through the book. He's stating off like the former lords of House Baratheon, and one of the names he says, Lionel Baratheon, black of hair, Axel Baratheon, black of hair, Stephen Baratheon, black of hair, and so that is one of the names mentioned in there. So we'll call back to the series if you're a sharp watcher, but they do mention it in the original series.
And Blood and Fire Volume 2, which would be the sequel to The Fire and Blood, would explore more familial connections between Lionel and other Baratheon lords in this era. So it's a little more complicated, but if I say it, I don't want to like say something and spoil it. So like, I'm trying to tread lightly, but there are connections for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying not to say the rest. So I'm just like, let's stick with this one and this one that everybody knows, and we're good here.
It's a familiarity factor, I think, for casual audiences to feel like we're back in like Westeros, because Baratheon is such a famous name. So
yeah.
That makes sense. Also, what we happen to see in this episode is we see 2 people fighting, and one of them challenges Dunk to spar with him a little bit, and Dunk's like, "Nah, I'm good." And we see a little bit of interaction there. I feel like there's more stuff happening in the future with this.
Yeah, you want to take that? Okay. So the two gentlemen that are there are the Fossaway. They're from House Fossaway. They are cousins. The aggressive one there is Sir Stephen, and the younger one is Raymond. Raymond is his squire. And yeah, like these are going to be important. I don't want to say super important characters, but they are going to be characters moving forward.
Yeah.
Definitely. I don't really want to tread the spoiler territory, but
Mhm.
you know, definitely. And even this entire tournament is going to shape that family in the future,
Mhm.
big time. Because
Forever.
yes, forever,
For reasons.
for reasons that we will get into by the 6th episode, I'm sure.
Correct.
Oh damn, I'm really.
So like what you just said, every character the Dunk essentially meets has an impact on him, aka impact on the story. So like definitely pay
Keep your eyes
attention
open.
to everybody and to the smaller details as well.
Yeah. Pay attention to names. Names are going to be very important in the series right now.
They will.
All right, I'll take it to. But the cousin Raymond, he does find Duncan afterwards, and he's like, hey, tries to befriend him a little bit. So it feels like there's kind of some camaraderie happening there.
Yes,
Sorry,
you
I was
apologizing.
sorry.
Yeah. We can hear that, by the way, so.
Oh well. Oh, we were typing in the comments. Oh, some people are.
I was just
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
go back and forth a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm saying. So we see a little bit of camaraderie with one of the cousins and with Duncan, and you know, I feel like that's going to be part of the storyline. That's going to play into something.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And so, not to go back too far, but when Dunk is having such a hard time, like looking like he belongs, like you notice, like when Raymond and Duncan are like walking, and you know, oh, you got the look of a challenger, and then he just walks straight into the Baratheon tent, like he's supposed to be there. Like Dunk would have never gone in there like on his own.
On his own.
And then whenever like they're having a
Fantastic
sparring
detail.
match, when there's a sparring match or whatever, he says like, you know, oh, this is my sword by rights. And it's like, that's such an odd thing to say. Like he's having the worst time, just like, bro, you got to fake it till you make it.
Right.
As best you can. And he's just the worst. And, you know, I'm sure we'll see him develop, you know, over, you know, the future of the series. But man, it's a tough time in Westeros for that guy, because he's not like acclimated to this kind of stuff at all.
He's not very suave,
No.
and he is a bit naive, but like it's kind of enduring. He had the very Clark Kent in Westeros kind of thing. If he was just right, if he was just a little
Yeah,
bit
I get
more
that.
like, he's like this big, strong guy, but he's also like a mild mannered person. He's just
Yeah.
like when he
Blue
talks.
He's a
Sky.
Labrador.
When
Yeah,
he
he's
talks.
Labrador.
When he
He's
talks
a Labrador.
when he talks to the prostitutes, he's like, "You don't need to mock me," and they like legit feel bad. They're like, "Oh,
They do.
this poor kid. We shouldn't." feel
Yeah, a
bad."
real knight would have like thrown a silver at him and told him to shut up or something. But like,
Yeah.
he doesn't behave like Westerosi nobleman because he's not one.
Yeah. Find that really.
Which we love.
We do. That's the beauty of the story, I think. It's kind of, he's humble, his humility. I mean, he grew up rough, and you know, like that'll affect you. So
Yeah. Someone said he kind of reminds me of Sam.
Sam from
I'm gonna assume Gamgee.
Lord of the Rings. Oh
Yeah.
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 I can see that.
Dunk is the ultimate himbo. Just
Yeah,
broad of
that's a
chest
good
and
description.
Dumb of ass. Like he's
Himbo is actually a good word. I think
he's
I'm
the
gonna use it over
Westerosi
here.
himbo.
He's like Westeros.
Oh, Sam Tarly.
Oh, Sam Tarly.
Oh, Sam Tarly.
No, Sam Tarly was smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm so on the nose with that one.
No, you're not wrong.
Keep reading, Sam Tarly.
The thing is, like, where do you think he's going? Well, you guys might know, but I don't know how he's going to get into this tourney, because the guy who is supposed to vouch for him goes, I don't know who that guy is. I have 800 people who died for less than that guy and more from that guy. And how am I supposed to remember him? So now he's like back to the drawing board. What does he do now?
It's such a sad juxtaposition, like how people view each other, especially like nobility. Like, you're disposable to me. Like, I'm not gonna remember your name. Like, you served, you died. Like, I'm not. Yeah, they treat him as disposable. So that was like a very sad moment that he just wouldn't even think about Sir Arlen, who took a knife into gut for him, like, or a sword to
That
the
was a
gut.
big old crossbow they pulled out.
Yeah, crossbow. Yeah,
that's really hard to believe that an administration would just like throw people to the wolves and just like.
Can you believe
Wow,
that?
I can't believe that would happen.
Weird.
Where have you seen that?
I can because I've served in that administration.
Oh God, that's right. You're military.
So I got out as soon as I could. I was like, they don't care.
And speaking of like reflecting real world, if you want to call it that way, like even in the inn, like the innkeeper, what did she say to Dunk? Like, I don't care what you guys do. Nights, like it doesn't change the price of eggs, which I thought was such a on the nose commentary. Everybody bitching about the fucking egg prices. Why, who got elected, but whatever.
That's so true. That's so true.
I thought it was such a clever, not just like a commentary, but also like a bit of foreshadowing, that with Egg and Dunk becoming, companions essentially.
The price of eggs.
Yeah, that's so funny. That's so funny that the price of eggs really is like true today as it is in Westeros.
In medieval times, yeah.
So
Some things never change.
You're telling me a whole
really
silver
don't.
piece? Are you kidding me?
It
Oh,
was a bronze piece 2 years ago. What's going on?
I was making chicken parms for my friends. It was her birthday yesterday, so we were hanging out at her apartment, and I had to stop because she didn't have eggs, and so I had to stop for eggs. And I was thinking, just for like the egg wash. So I was like gonna get like a little 4-pack or a 6-pack, and no, I had to buy the whole dozen, like $3. I was like, what is this? I just need 2 eggs for an egg wash. Like I don't need a dozen, but I guess now she's got 10 eggs hanging out in the fridge. I don't know if she'll.
my uncle got a chicken coop and he is making his own eggs now.
Yeah. My dad's
Is that the move now?
But it is the move.
That's the move.
We're going back to Westeros.
We're going back. Let's go find that. Let's go find whoever Arya talked to. Let's see if we can get them back.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's crazy. What else happened? So we don't know if he's gonna go and get into the tournament, but we did see the preview. So I think JJ was talking about that earlier. It kind of spoiled a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it leaves out enough details because it's just like a quick little passes through really fast. But since, like we were saying earlier, how we added or we changed, or from the novella, it changed not knowing, like having that sit down with Lionel Baratheon. Not that Lionel would know, who Sir Arlen was, but if he liked Dunk enough right there, that he's one of the most powerful knights in the kingdom. Like it wouldn't take much for him to just give his word, just like, yeah, he's cool, he's with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He gave him his antlers.
Yeah, I love how he walks over the table, just like he grabs him, puts him on, bumps into the chandelier, and says sorry to an inanimate object. That's what I was like. That's drunk me right there. I know it.
100%.
He reminded me of like a drunk football player at a frat party. Everyone's just like, all right, yeah, whatever, bro. Here's my hat.
The only thing that made Dunk look small this episode was that big old like turkey leg that he had. Like
Dude, that was like a deer, like venison, like whole shank. Like.
Yeah, it's bigger than the cup, and I'm just like, you gonna finish that, bro?
That's so funny.
Yep.
What else we got before we wrap up? Anything else we didn't discuss that happened on the show?
Oh, then he comes back, and then we find Egg doing all the squirely duties, and he washed his clothes, which is just.
Dude, he caught a fish. Where's his fishing pole?
I know. I have so many questions for the Boy Scout, honestly.
Yeah.
I did like that moment where he's like sleeping under them, and he's like, all of these knights, they're sleeping in their pavilions, but we saw the shooting stars, so we have a little bit of luck. And he's like, shut up and go to bed. And then he goes, wait a second, does that mean we only get the luck?
Yeah.
I thought.
Oh, we love him.
Yeah,
I
but
did.
that shooting
Sorry
star
about that.
is going to be a big thing moving forward for the both of them. Like that's like, I'm glad the episode ended there because that's really where it should have, because that's them like almost cementing their relationship.
Yeah. We got.
Oh, we didn't talk about the drunk dude at the end. That's a good
talk
point.
about the drunk dude in the inn who looked very Targaryen.
For
Oh,
me, he had a gold dragon on him.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, hey, let's be honest. He's definitely nobility of some type because he had, he was wearing silks and stuff like that.
and they had gold coins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gold coin, like, dude, like that's That's not
Yeah.
real Westerosi currency for like commoners.
Yeah.
And she's just like, hey, don't mind him. Grabs the coin. It's just like, dude, that woman just got paid like 3 months of her rent right there. That's like some
Right.
dude coming into your bar. I used to bartend, coming into your bar, just dropping like 500 on you. Like, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Like this. But as far as him, he's mentioned something about a dream.
Yeah, he said you were gonna kill me in my dream or something like that.
Yeah, stay the F away from me. And yeah, we don't know who he is. We may find out later on, but he was a character.
He dreamed of him, which is similar to what we've heard in House of the Dragon, where there's also been things of dreams of like what happens in the future. So I don't know, put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, it's not a bad observation. If Helena could just be a drunk and just forget all of her dragon dreams, I think she'd be in better shape. But
I'm so
we'll
sorry
see.
for technical difficulties. I apologize. Something's happening. I'm really sorry.
No worries, JJ.
Yeah, you're good.
You're good.
We just talked
Wait.
about.
Richard, I have a question.
Yes.
Is this the guy whose name starts with D?
Yes.
Okay, I remember now. Got it. Thank you.
We're talking about the drunk guy in the inn who said he dreamed of you. Stay away from me.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so we were talking about that, and I think we're gonna see a lot more of him because I feel like I've seen him in the previews, and I'm just like, okay.
They give away a lot in that preview,
Yeah.
and also, and like I said earlier, like pay attention to everybody and to everything on the show. And I do like the juxtaposition of him being the only character turned off by him, like get the fuck away from me. Like the first
Everyone
one
else
hasn't
is
been
drawn
attracted to him.
Yeah, everyone's like he's got the aura, but this guy's like no.
Like everybody goes to him. Like Raymond went to him. Tansel noticed him. Lionel noticed him. A little Egg wanted him.
Yeah.
Well, the whores didn't, but that's only because he didn't have gold. So that's just simple Westerosi transactional. Like you can't afford my time. Bet keep it moving.
Yeah.
Unless you're Podrick, but
Oh yeah.
Podrick,
Pod the Rod, my man. I was hoping before the end of the series that we would find out what he did to those girls, but we shall never know.
Shall never know. We shall never know. But I am excited to see what's happening next. How long do you think this series is? Did they tell you how many episodes it is?
Like 6 episodes or something? Yeah.
That's pretty short.
Yeah.
But the novella is also pretty short, so I feel like they'll be able to wrap this up.
There's no wasted motions with this because how short the novel is, but they did a really good job of going from the series, with the exception of something like the Baratheon meeting. They since there isn't a bunch of content, they're having to push as much of it onto the screen. So just don't think that unlike like the Game of Thrones books to the show, there's a lot of cut content. Like every other line is getting cut, just because it's just this character isn't around and this and that. This, if anything, they're plugging extra content into, so don't be too disappointed by the fact that the episodes are too short. It's just a short, it's a novella. It's thinner than a chancla, so it just is what it is.
All right, cool. Well, we're excited to see this. But before we go, let's go around the block real quick and let people know where they can find you. JJ, you want to start it off?
Yes, again, I'm having some technical difficulties. I'm hearing every third word, so hopefully this comes through. Thanks for having me, and you can find me on TikTok and XApp and Instagram under Lady Dragon JJ. I talk about all nerdy stuff and pop culture and A Song of Ice and Fire and Star Wars and all the good stuff. So
perfect.
Yay!
And Richard, what about you?
You can find me on Twitter/X at @FuckOffHarvey. Follow me for a bad time.
Perfect. Well, thank you guys for joining us. We're going to try to do this every Monday if we can. So I have moved to Arkansas, which is why I don't have like the proper equipment and stuff. So I'm visiting Jersey, so I have all this stuff, and I'm moving it to Arkansas. So once I get situated, I'll be able to do the episode from there, and then we can, do our regularly Monday episode, and it'll be fun. And we'll make sure we'll give people proper warning before we go, and so a lot of people can join. But everyone who has joined, thank you guys for joining us, and don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. And until next time, guys, Salaam Nerds.
Peace.